And calls are growing tonight to remove Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell from the House Intel Committee after an explosive report revealed his ties to a Chinese spy named Christine Fang. Fang reportedly helped fundraise for Swalwell's 2014 campaign, even helped place at least one intern in his office. According to the Axios report, Fang's relationship with at least two Midwestern mayors actually turned into a sexual relationship. And when asked about the nature of Swalwell's relationship with the alleged spy, the congressman's office declined to comment. Democrats, they refused to hold Swalwell accountable for what is blatant hypocrisy, rampant lies, even after he spread the Russia hoax for years. Here with the reaction. Author of the bestseller Firebrand, Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz. Very appropriate title. Also, former acting director of national intelligence, who did a great job giving truth and transparency to all things in these probes we've had over the years, Rick Grinnell. Matt, we'll start with you. He was like the biggest phony hypocrite right there with the congenital liar Schiff and Nadler on Russia and Ukraine. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, if we're going to start throwing people off the Intelligence Committee, I'd love to add Adam Schiff's name to the list. Isn't it something, Sean, that when Democrats are targeted by foreign intelligence, they get a defensive briefing, but when Republicans are targeted, they get prosecutions and investigation and jail sentences? Now, we find ourselves with Eric Swalwell saying that the matter of whether or not he slept with this person is one of national security. It's classified, and I can't help but think, you know, somewhere Bill Clinton's just like kicking himself for not thinking of this, right? I mean, if this is the explanation, I guess there could others that could have used it. Now, I don't want the FBI or Congress to be the bedroom police, and I don't even blame Eric Swalwell for being targeted. I blame him because he knows better. He knows that China is the major threat to U.S. hegemony in the 21st century. They are the threat to our people and our workers, and instead, he distracted our country for years on this nonsense Russia hoax, arguing that the president was an agent of the Russian government when he, in fact, had his own campaign infiltrated by an agent of the Chinese government. It's the double standards from the FBI, and it's the hypocrisy from the left that we are so used to seeing, and we are so sick of it.
That's why Firebrand was a good title. All right, Rick. So we all agree Putin a hostile actor, Russia a hostile regime. But the far bigger threat, all my intelligence sources tell me, by a long shot, is China. They are, and Mike Pompeo's comments today were pretty alarming as well. And I look at this, and then I look at the comments he was making publicly about Russia, et cetera. I'm like, what a hypocrite.
Look, I think it's even worse than just hypocrisy. We're accustomed to hypocrisy in Washington, D.C. But you said it right, Sean, that, look, Russia is a problem, but China is a crisis. And we've known it's been a crisis for a very long time. I think that there needs to be a Gang of Eight, this intelligence group investigation. Certainly, Acting Chairman Marco Rubio and Chairman Schiff should immediately call the intelligence committees together. They should get a confidential classified briefing on what Eric Swalwell knew and how much did he give away. Because the reality is he spent years downplaying the China threat and overhyping the Russian threat. This is playing exactly into what the Chinese want people to do. They want to be under the radar. Eric Swalwell did exactly what the Chinese wanted. We need to figure out, are there others? And I can tell you, without giving away too much intelligence, this is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the leverage that China is putting on our politicians. There's many, many more.
Wouldn't the Bidens be up there in that category?
There's a variety of mayors, governors, senior people. Look, the other thing that we've got to point to is that Eric Swalwell
I can't let you gloss over that. Mayors, governors, senior officials, what?
There's a whole bunch, Sean, and more should be coming out. They've all received defensive briefings, and there's a lot more to it. This is the tip of the iceberg.
Did I see Matt Gaetz blushing there? That would be impossible. I mean,
listen, Matt, I want to know what Pelosi knew, Sean. It's very important to know what Pelosi knew and when she knew it. Everybody in Washington knows Swalwell is Pelosi's fair-haired boy. She is his top political ally. I'm guessing she knew more about this than we might originally suspect.
He said leadership knew. He said leadership knew about this.
Wow, great work, both of you. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
This is Congressman Matt Gaetz. If you liked that video, make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and join us on our daily podcast, Hot Takes with Matt Gaetz, on your favorite podcast listening platform.